Hello everyone, I'm Chandra back again from Archie headquarters in San Francisco. Today we'll be trying to build an Alexa skill in 10 minutes. As you guys know, like Alexa has this voice recognition software into it, you can actually create apps which serve different functionalities. So today we'll be trying to build a small app on Alexa. I'll be helping you to understand what are the processes behind Alexa's apps. So first, log on to Amazon's developer console. It's at developer.amazon.com. And once there, we go to Alexa and we'll be using Alexa Skill Kit to create our app. So let's get started. And we are going to add a new skill. So yep, and it asks us like we are trying to build a custom interaction model for ourselves, or else if you are trying to build for a smart home, or it depends upon what you are trying to build. And we'll be using US English. And so for now, I'm just going to name our app random stuff. So yep, and these are the additional fields where if you are be requiring an audio player or video or a template for rendering things, and then yep. So this is our custom interaction model. Here is where we build intents, slots, and utterances. So intent identifies what the user's intention is, like what is the user asking. Say for example, get me a coffee is one of the intent. Today I prepared some small intents. So we are trying to build four intents today. So the first one is trying to get movies of some actors, say Hugh Jackman. And second, we are trying to get the actors of a movie. And then we are trying to send an email to a person with custom content which the user actually speaks to the Alexa. And fourth, we'll try to find where is the nearest Walmart or Macy's or something. And here is the link for the web service I'm using. This I'll keep this service up. It's on running on my local server, but I'll try to keep it up for like at least few hours after the stream too. So yeah, let's get back to the skills. So the intent schema is where we enter the different intents we are trying to generate. Right now, I already prepared a small intent schema. So here we have the four intents. So the first intent is movie of an actor, where we try to understand, figure out what movies the actor has played in. Then we have actors of the movie. We are trying to get the different actors in a movie. And then the email intent, which tells the Alexa to send an email to one person based upon the data we provide. And then the shop intent, where nearby shop, which actually explains ask Alexa to get the nearest shop which the user asked. So this is a JSON format. So we actually use a JSON format for intents, and it goes something of this sort. So it starts with as a JSON object and it goes with intents. As you can see, this intents, and the intents is a list of individual intents. So we are going to create a list of intent 1, 2, 3, and 4. So the first intent would be the name movie of the actor. So yep, and then actor of movie, and then an email, and nearby shop. Along with the intents, we need to add parameters for the user to identify what he is actually saying. Say, for example, I want to get the actor of Inception movie. So the word Inception is something which differs each and every time. It's like a parameter which is obtained from the user. So these things are called slots. We can either use the default slots which Amazon provides, or we can build our own custom slots. Let's try to build a custom slot for the nearby shop intent. So I named the custom shop list, and I'm adding a few shops, say Walmart, then Target, then maybe Macy and JC Penney, something of the sort. And once we click add, we created a custom slot with the following list: Walmart, Target, Macy, and JCPenney's. So this is a slot. Amazon also provides some default slots. Say, for example, Amazon.movie, as you can see over here, which provides a list of movies. By default, Amazon has access to different movies. And here we used Amazon.actor, and here we used Amazon.person. Amazon.person identifies names of people, say for example, John, Henry, anything. And there is one more thing which I'm trying to focus here. This is Amazon.literal. Amazon.literal actually takes input whatever the user is trying to say. So it can be any generic statement. It just converts the voice of the user to speech and gives us. So I created a few slots for each of this intent. So for the actor, I create movie of the actor. I created a slot by the name actor, and Amazon.actor is the slot type of the slot. And for the email, I named one of it as member and Amazon.person to be the slot type. And data for the email will be Amazon.literal. So we actually want to send something like, I want to send an email to John telling him I need some report, or I ping me in like 5 minutes or something of sort. And then we have the last one is called nearby shop, and this is the shop list slot type which we actually used we created in over here, the shop list. So let me just copy this whole intent so that like you will be able to figure out. So we have intents, and intent name is movie of the actor and its corresponding slots. Then the next one is actors of the movie and its corresponding slots, and the email intent with 2 slot types, and then shop nearby shop with one custom slot intent. That's the shop list. And then let's get back to utterances. So utterances are something where we provide Alexa the sample text which the users might say to invoke these intents. So it goes something of the sort. So in order to give sample utterances, first we need to give the name of the intent. So our first intent is movie of actor. And so after that we need to give a space, and then we can give sample utterances. Okay, find the movies of, and in curly braces we need to provide the slot name which we gave it over here. So the movie of the actor is actor, the slot name is actor. So this actually asks Alexa to find the movies of actor, and the word actor, the slot actor, will be replaced by maybe Hugh Jackman or Tom Cruise or something. And it is rather ideal to provide at least 2 to 3 utterances, sorry. So I'm adding get me the movies of the actor. Similarly, we need to add a few more utterances for each actor of movie. Separated by space. Find the actors in movie. And then email intent. For the email intent, we'll be providing send an email to member. That's the name we have given. Telling I need a report. Keep in mind that this is a literal slot type, and for the literal slot type it is slightly different. So we need to separate it by using a pipe and the name, and we need to actually provide it with sample utterances of the data which user can provide. So this is like the user can say I need a report, I can give me a report or something. So we need to provide all the samples for Amazon literal slot type, and the minimum number of words we use here and the maximum number of words actually define that it is an email intent. Say I need, and we'll add one more custom. I need a report about the marketing strategy. So anything which is between 2 and 7 words is actually identified as an email intent of the custom data type. And for the last one, we use the nearby shop. And where is the closest shop? So this shop comes from over here. And yep, we gave it few in distance. And okay, I think, let me check. I think there's a mistake in the name I gave. Okay, it actors of movie. Yep. So once you are done with providing the sample utterances, the custom slots and intents, we just click save, and Alexa actually prepares a model for it, so that even though users say something slightly different to the utterances, it actually identifies what the intent is. So it's going to take a few moments before actually the model is being built. So meanwhile, let us get back to our backend. How actually Amazon provides the backend. So we can either use Amazon's Lambda service, which Amazon actually provides an SDK. But right now, I actually use Node.js to actually handle the responses. I think this is done. Yeah. And so after the interaction model comes the configuration. So we can either use AWS Lambda or HTTPS. Right now I'm going to use HTTPS and North American server, and this is the IP address of my server right now. I'm using ngrok to render from my local host. And if there is any account linking, say you want to identify the user, you can actually create an account linking and give the OAuth process of authorization URL, client IDs, and access tokens. So right now we are not going to use any account linking process, and then save it. Yep, it's done. And then you will be actually asked to provide an SSL certificate for your endpoints. So the endpoint is like the HTTPS endpoint which we just gave, but it's not required when testing, but for an actual, when you actually try to release it, you require it. Okay, so here's the test we have for the intent which actually created. So get me the movies of Hugh Jackman. So let us try it. Yep. So as you can see, this is the request which is going into the node server. This is the type of the request. It's an intent request and name of the movie of the actor and Hugh Jackman. And when you can even listen to it right from here. So yep, and now I'm going to tell you how to actually create the node service. So I actually uploaded it on GitHub. I'll be sharing the link in the comments a few moments later. So actually here's how. So once you get the request, there are three individual types. One is launch, one is intent, and one is session ended request. So as soon as a user starts your app, it goes to the launch request where we can give something like hello, hi, or something of the sort. And then is the intent request. It's about the intents we just created, and the session ended request, which actually uh, pops up when Alexa cuts off your conversation, or when the user says stop Alexa or something of sort. And there we can just say bye, goodbye. So, and in the intent, I handle the intent. So I'm switching between the cases. So the movie of the actor, and this is where we get the actual value, intent.slots.actor.value, and it's up to you to use this data to actually create responses. Right now, I'm just rendering static responses. So here are the movies of Hugh Jackman, or we can even like use, instead of Hugh Jackman, maybe when we can say Tom Cruise. So it actually identifies that it's an actor, and Tom Cruise, we are talking about Tom Cruise, and here are the movies of Tom Cruise. And okay, let's just try the send email thing. So yeah, we are asking random stuff. Send an email to Jon Snow stating I need telling I need the marketing report of last week. So when we can, yep, it's an email request, and the data is I need the marketing report of last week. And say we can even give I need data report of yesterday. So it identifies the data report of yesterday. So this is the advantage of using a literal, Amazon.literal slot type. It identifies whatever the data is available and just presents it over. So yep, and just one more quick thing. Say you are not satisfied with the responses, and here we have something called should end session. So instead of true, if I make it false, so it actually asks, keeps the Alexa app alive so that it doesn't end. So it goes like, do you want the latest movies or the older movies of this actor? We can ask the question and wait for a response back again. So by making this false. So yep, I think I covered most of the basics required to actually complete a basic voice app on Alexa skill app. And I just wanted to show you, just let me get the sound of it.
Here, what do you need?
What was my traffic in the last 24 hours?
Hello again, guys. We have some technical issues. Sorry for that.
Archie voice.
Archie here. What do you need?
What was my traffic in the last 24 hours?
In the last 24 hours, your traffic was 300, up 81.82% from the previous day. Anything else I can help you with?
How many visitors did I get in the last 7 days?
In the last 7 days, your traffic was 1,513, up 9.48% from the previous week. Anything else I can help you with?
Yes, where did I get most of my traffic in the last 7 days?
In the last 7 days, your top traffic source was CanadaSafetyCouncil.org at 56.5%, followed by Direct at 30.63% and Oz.ca at 4.88%. Anything else I can help you with?
When did I get most of my traffic in the last 7 days?
So yeah, this is a sample app we are building for Archie, and a small video which I generated. As you can see, you can use your creativity, your requirement to generate whatever functionalities you want. You can keep it in a loop. You can ask for more questions and other things as per your requirements. And probably this app will this skill will be out in like a few days of time. We'll be releasing it for Alexa and as well as the Google Home device. It's Archie voice. So that's it from me, signing off from Archie.ai, and